Here we are. Pretty much done with all of the posts. They're all in the ground. I do have to cut off the top of these two posts here. I got them done yesterday. I have a 7-foot gap here, but these posts right here look pretty good. They're in the ground, nice and solid. Everything looks to be pretty in line. Ran into a small problem here. Generally, when you're doing the fence, I would start with my fence starting on the outside of this gate, coming here to the outside of this one, and traveling in linearly, or coming this way around the post. For this particular airlock system, I'm going to be coming around from there, and I want to go around this post because you want the fence to be pulling on the post, not on any fasteners that you line up in here. So if I were brought the fence in like this, tacked it up, and then made a 90 out that way, it's only going to be relying on the fasteners to stay put. And I want it to be relying on this post because I'm going to brace this post in pretty hard. The other thing I'm going to be doing is putting a cross brace from this post to this one, just a straight post, and it's also going to make it hard to come on the, can't get on the inside of that. So we kind of have to identify, I think what we'll end up doing is start on the inside of this gate post. I can cut out notches in the squares to wrap that outside of that post, come straight in here, and then head that way. Put my cross brace here and be on the outside of the fence, essentially. The gate that I'm going to install should be fine to drill holes in here, or this one, doesn't matter. On this post, this will be easy. Stay on the outside of that post, outside of this post, and we're just going to go straight down the line. I'm going to put a cross brace from here to there, another brace from here down to the ground. This post is also going to have a brace from here down to the ground as well. I'm going to get making those in just a minute. I have basically 8-foot, 4-inch round posts. I'm going to cut those into probably about a 2-foot, maybe 3-foot. I got to cut the tops of these off too, so that these are at 4 feet. I don't want them any higher. It might go 4.5 feet just to give me some legs on it. These are 2 feet in the ground, so 4-foot posts, 2 feet in the ground is pretty sufficient. Also, the ground is pretty hard right now. Once it settles down, I can pack it some more. It'll be fine. Also, these are for goats, pretty small goats. So I'm not too worried about them jumping up on the fence or anything and putting too much pressure on the post. There's not a lot of risk that they're gonna topple a big post like this. I mean, I can't barely move it. I don't think 50, 60, even 70-pound goat is gonna do a lot of damage to something like that, especially with the bracing I'm about to do. So let's get those cut, get this cut off the top, measure this up. I'll grab my pencil, we'll measure this up. We'll get the saw, we'll cut it off. And then what we can do is then even cut those straight down the middle that I get cut off, sharpen the bottom, pound them in with the sledge, and they're gonna be my backstop for the brace that goes down to the ground. All right. Lining up our posts. It might be too high of an angle. We'll go shorter on the next one and see if I like that better, and then I can pop that one off. Yeah, not sure. We'll try this next one here. This is a 4-foot. I just cut off the tip, lined it up. Maybe I'll take 6 inches off this next one, put that in there and see what we get, just to see what happens. All right, today is a good day. We not only got every corner post put in, get the airlock done, every corner post is done, every T-post is done, but we also got a whole line of fence up, and it looks good. I really like it. It's coming along really good here. This is just the east side. It looks really nice. All the way up to the airlock we got going on. Looks good too. Pretty excited about it. We were able to pull it really nice and tight with the skid steer, with some ratchets. We've got our airlock. Airlock's a little flimsy, a little loose, but that's okay. Tonight it'll be a nice spot. Fill this with gravel probably. It'll be a good spot. Right in here. We'll fill all this with gravel too, about 7 feet wide. everything's good. Everything is good. The girls were out here the whole day with me, and so were the goats. Now we're gonna go inside and eat some food. Haven't eaten anything. I had a meat stick and some water, so I'm famished. Some chickpea puffs too, I guess. You can count those. But it's interesting, I was doing this here. So this has got, you can kind of see it, all this gravel right here. And my attempts putting a bolster in behind these braces. But it is rock about 4 inches deep. So 4 inches of black dirt on top of just probably, I don't even know how many, at least another 6 inches of gravel and then to clay. So this post where this is right here, that little guy, it's about 2 feet long. The other ones that you saw in that far corner over there, they're only about 14 inches long. A lot easier. I was trying to make do with the top of that post down there is what remains right here, and it just shattered as I was breaking it in with the maul, the sledge. And then, so I got the fence post digger out and dug some holes and put them in. So they're not in there as snug as maybe they could be, I guess. They're deep though, so over time as things settle, little movement. But and once I put the fence on and I'm tugging on it and pulling it, I think it'll be all right. So we'll see how things go.
That's what you call hard work.